Good now? Okay. So some of you guys can probably see Henry. He's a little over on the right-hand side, but I'm going to see if he will come down into the water for us. We don't usually do these over here, so this will be a fun experiment. We'll see how he does. Henry!
Henry!
He may need to finish up that little snack that he has. So we actually have 3 males that live up in this part of the river. Henry and his son Hans spend a lot of time together, but our other male named Vico, he is a pretty typical male. He can be very territorial and aggressive, so he lives the bachelor life. But unfortunately, that does lead us into situations like this afternoon. If one of them chooses not to participate in shifting, we kind of have to alter our plans a little bit. But it's something that we do have some different contingencies in place, like bringing you guys over here to the bridge to have a unique view. Most people don't get to hang out up here and watch the hippos for too long. There we go. I see a little face. Or sweat. It's just that mucus secretion. It does have a red-brown color. It'll coat over his skin, acting as both a sunscreen and moisturizer. And recent studies have actually shown that it has antimicrobial properties. So if he had any cuts or scrapes, it would coat over that, so when he was getting in the water, it would help protect from any infection. See if he turns it around. I think he's a little confused. It's like, we don't usually do this here. I know, what's happening, Henry? Now, hippos have really unique dentition. You can see those cute little buck teeth that he has sticking out. Those are actually his lower incisors. They're similar to the front teeth on the bottom of our jaw. And then you'll see he actually uses his cheeks, his lips, his tongue to move food, whether to pick it up or throw it to the back of his mouth and chew. And then those teeth up front, those canines and incisors, they're pretty much useless when it comes to eating.
That they actually chew with. I don't know if you noticed, but he had a really big tongue, and they have those big jowls on the side as well. So they'll actually use that tongue kind of like a conveyor belt, kind of push that food further back into his mouth. I don't know if you guys noticed, right when he got into the water, he was opening his mouth and trying to get the hay out of his mouth because it was kind of stuck in his molars and kind of messing with that. And then while he was chewing, you could see that he can hold a lot of food in his mouth. And they have really powerful lips, so they're big grazers, right? They go eat all the grass on the river's edge. Let's say some ladies, you know, working on.
Go on up. All right. All right, and spin. All right, you can head on up. All right. And spin. All right, you can head on up.
That are like super scared of heights.
Oh no, that's, you can't like, console an adult.
They like, you know, are cussing and all this stuff, and then they like apologize to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, I work at Disney. It doesn't mean like I don't say bad words. Yeah. I turn the corner backstage and probably sound like a sailor. Like, all right, you're good to go. But so, oh, I'm sorry. You're like, I've heard that word before.
Yeah.
Like,
What is this word? Thanks. Whoa. Whoa.
Down the best of Nile crocodile.
Wait right there for me.
Yep.
Big smile. One more. Perfect.
Cool.
Alright. Now, all the way to the wall here so you can't go no more. Alright, and stay on the left hand side. All the way.
I think they're all over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the hippos are getting recalled right now, so that's what that triangle was.
Oh, okay.
That's the come into the barn noise.
Big triangle.
I get called.
The hippo recall.
Predators and things like that.
Oh, so they're sun tanning. That's
Yeah,
cool.
they're just like, I need to get more vitamin D.
Cool.
Alright, you can go ahead and start to cross. You can go ahead and start to cross.
Cool.
So it depends on which one
Yep. Cool.
That was
Awesome.
super cool. Come on out. You down there, Matt?
Step all the way.
Thank you.
But things just
I'll go ahead and bring that brown strap with you.
just in case you want to keep an eye on it. After that, when you put it in, sometimes that can fall into the
I'm not gonna stop. There we go.
into a little smaller, more narrow area, and then they're coming out like 2 or 3 at a time once their checks are done over the course of a day. But that can kind of shake up the hierarchy a little bit, and so this is just an easy, quick way to identify them. If we have anybody that we need to, say like, hey, this guy was, had a little attitude today, more than normal, something like that, or if there's any particular medical reason they want to keep an eye on somebody after those vet checks. But yeah, because otherwise they all pretty much look the same, right? As you guys can imagine. And let me know if you have any other questions. We can keep chatting about them as we go. Oh, how many teeth do you use?
It doesn't work for me. I've been holding it right here. Yeah.
Particularly, ours probably not quite as often as a wild crocodile would. Their teeth naturally fall out just kind of in the process of them catching prey and stuff like that. They're not going to get anything live here though.
Maybe with a little bit smaller of a carabiner. It should look like this. Not with the string from the vest. And we want you to go into your pocket, grab your name tag, open up the back of your name tag, and then you can just slide it onto your carabiner.
I got you.
So it will mark your water bottle as your own.
Yeah, that way.
That?
Yeah. Durr.
Don't need that anymore.
I wasn't understanding. Thanks.
Making everything off the best.
Yeah. So if you had a phone or camera as well, go ahead and take that out of your pocket. Catch that. And then you guys are good to undo your chest strap and unzip. Don't physically take your harness off until Daniel and myself come by and grab your listening gear from you guys. If you could turn off your listening gear, that would help us out a little bit. And just make sure you guys get everything out of your pockets.
Wild dogs, painted wolves, Cape hunting dogs, they have a lot of names. Can you guys think of why they might have so many names? So they're not different breeds, it's same names, different cultures, we'll call them different things, and it's also like to help out with conservation. Imagine someone came to your house and was like, hey, we want to help out the wild dogs nearby. Well, you'd be like, oh yeah, sure, go help out these feral dogs. Hi, Hawk. This is the one that's screaming. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful animals. Never shut up.
Happy here then.
Yeah, so
They only really sleep for about 30 minutes a day.
normally,
When they do sleep, they're like just like standing up, that being up. It's pretty hard for them to get down on all fours. And very
little
hard
one's
to get them
Violet.
down.
She's not the youngest
Lay
one.
down on the ground like this. And then
Second youngest. She was like the shortest giraffe that we've had at like 5 to 8. And like, this is still like 40 pigs. She was a very small tiny baby. But the Maasai giraffe, they're here so we can learn about them and so we can help increase their population.
They sleep all of this is while standing up.
Where you find a giraffe lying down. And I'm gonna be like, where like,
Just be like Africa.
Oh, not here.
yeah, Kadani Village and Java House over at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yes, they are there.
So, for a while, like, again, Animal Kingdom's been open for 21 years. We just took giraffes and bred them together because that's what the AZA did. Only like 2 years ago, last year, did the Giraffe Conservation Fund identify that there should be classified as 4 distinct species of giraffes. There's a few subspecies here and there. Before it was like, oh, giraffes are the same species. giraffes love to do here, stand in the road. We call it a giraffe jam for a reason.
Mhm.
Eventually, when any of our animals hit step to maturity, the species growth plan already has a plan for where they will go, whether it be free services or education services. So this facility, kind of right by the
Staring
Georgia
at
State
you.
line, called White Oak Conservancy.
He just
That
winked at you.
has acres of land that is just for animals, and very few guests get to go and hang out there.
These are the little
They serve
babies
as like a
built
holding
though.
facility and
3
breeding
years old.
facility. Central Florida Zoo, they have a, last time I was there, had a bachelor group of 3 boys. There will be some facilities that only have 2 females, waiting for a male. It all depends on all sorts of genetic factors, facility factors, multiple facets that go into that. So the 2 doors right in the middle, there are men and women, they're single store use and identical, just not before you go on in. There's water refill up here as well, so if you want to get some cold water, you can. I recommend you guys wash your hands before sweaty. Your food is being
Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands.
Okay.
This is a very cool place.
Yep. Oh, some binos. One set over here.
Very badly.
Like I said, the baby one, she's 2.5 years old. The older sister is 5 years old. Oh, sorry, was there?
Darker stuff's going to be air-dried beef, lighter stuff's prosciutto. The yellow stuff's going to be a chicken curry salad. Do not be scared of the word curry. It is not spicy at all. It's delicious. It's a yellow curry, kind of a tropical chicken salad kind of vibe. Really good. One of the guys' favorites, I would say. And then on the bottom, you'll see 3 pita rounds, and that's for that sun-dried tomato hummus with some sesame seeds sprinkled on top of it. You also see 2 poached tandoori shrimp. Tandoori is kind of like an African barbecue sauce. And the last thing in there is going to be a salmon roulade, smoked and chilled salmon with cream cheese and chive, all rolled together in potato bread, and that's on a bed of jicama and cucumber slaw. So we also have some juice for you guys. It's a mixture of passion fruit, orange juice, and guava. Would everyone like that? Yes.
Yes.
Anybody that doesn't?
Anybody that doesn't want it?
Okay, good. You're all making the right choice.
So we'll pour that for you guys and then bring it around.
You already eat your flour?
And then Daniel and I will kind of get out here on air for a little while so you can enjoy the view. I've got about 15-20 minutes up here. So, and then we'll get back on the truck to see if we can go find some cats and some rhinos, things like that. So, yeah. It's awkwardly standing here now.
Yeah, just staring at everybody as they eat their food.
Ooh, pog juice.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you guys are from the West Coast, right? You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really good things.